Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, are being accused of beating up a security guard in Germany back in 2019. Well, now that security guard is filing new documents asking the judge to grant him a default judgment of over $700,000. Welcome back to the Kempire Channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So, as you know, Nicki Minaj she's always in the headlines. There's always something, sometimes negative, sometimes positive. Right now, we've been talking about her getting ready for this release of her new music. But of course, because of her celebrity status, there are always a lawsuit to report on. Well, now, according to this new lawsuit, Nicki Minaj's husband is being accused of brutally attacking this bodyguard. So let's get into what this bodyguard is asking for, because he's basically saying that they're not showing up to court. Please award us a default judgment of $700 and something thousand. So Radar reports this in regards to the story. They said that the security guard who sued Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, over an alleged backstage beatdown that left him severely injured has grown tired of waiting around for the rapper to show up to court. They said, according to the court documents, Thomas Weldemuller has demanded that the court award him a default judgment of $742,000 against the Barbie World rapper. They said that Weldemuller broke down the request as $500,000 for pain and suffering, $200,000 for emotional distress, $21,000 for medical expenses, and thousands more for various other court costs. So, as previously reported by Radar Online, Weldemuller claimed that he worked as a security guard at Nicki Minaj's concert March 22 of 2019 in Germany. So, in the lawsuit, Weldemuller claimed during the show a fan was able to rush the stage while Minaj was performing. The rapper was not pleased with the incident and berated a female security guard after the show, allegedly. Weldemuller says that he witnessed Minaj yelling at the woman and tried to intervene before the employee started to cry. In his lawsuit, he said Minaj was filming the female security guard and demanding she explain on camera why she messed up. He then goes on to say in this lawsuit that at first, Weldemuller advised both of the other two security personnel that they should silently listen to Minaj's complaints, even if she was screaming obscenities and falsely accusing them of endangering her. Weldemuller and Minaj started to get into it per the suit, which allegedly led to the entertainer throwing her shoe at him. He claims that she proceeded to tell Petty, her husband, about the argument. Later, he claimed that he came into contact with Minaj, Petty, and two security guards. He claimed that Petty brutally assaulted him while the others watched. This is what it says in the lawsuit, according to Weldemuller. He says, while Minaj screamed obscenities at me, Petty repositioned himself out of my eyesight and without warning struck me in the face, which stunned and disoriented me. Because of the surprise nature of the attack, I'm not sure as to whether Petty hit me with his fist or with a weapon. They said, due to the severity of the injuries caused by Petty, I immediately sought medical treatment from the medics present at the venue, who told me that I needed medical care that could only be provided at a hospital. He added, the pain I felt in the moment was far more extreme than any pain I had ever experienced in my life, or have felt since that day. He says, I felt a binding pain in my head, neck, and face. He says, I could tell in the instant that something was seriously wrong with my jaw. So he goes on to say that he had to undergo multiple surgeries. He says, I now have 5 plates in my jaw, and my jaw has not yet been fully reconstructed. In the newly filed documents, Weldemuller says that he still has 4 more surgeries that are needed. He says the doctors must still insert implants into my jaw as a part of the reconstruction process. In the interim, the doctors have inserted donor bones from a deceased person into my mouth in order to preserve space for future implants. Damn. The security guard said that he was unable to work for 2 months. following the attack due to the injuries sustained as a result of Petty's senseless and ferocious assault. He says that the pain I felt in the moment was far more extreme than any pain I had ever experienced in my life or have felt since that day. He says a judge has yet to rule on the default judgment request. Minaj and Petty have yet to respond to the case. My thing is, if they don't respond, according to this, it will be up to the judge to decide whether or not they're going to grant this default judgment, meaning that there will be a judgment against Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty, to pay this money. Right now, we only have this security guard side of the situation because to me, after reading it, again, this is his side. This is his lawsuit. Those are the only details that we have. But if he has literal evidence of being injured, there are also witnesses. Have those witnesses been deposed for this situation? Because they weren't the only ones. He said that there were 2 other security guards there. Are they going to be willing to make a statement about this? And why is Kenneth Petty getting into situations when he has a criminal record? Isn't he still on parole? So shouldn't you not get me? You know what it is? Remember, this happened in Germany. Maybe they're thinking that these things will happen in Germany and they can get away with it.
Hell no.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm actually was surprised to see the story because I didn't see the original story where this, or maybe I did. I just didn't remember the specifics. But now he's asking the judge to grant him a default judgment, meaning that since they don't want to show up to court, since they're not responding to this lawsuit, if a judge decides, there will be a judgment against Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty in regards to this. But because now this is in the media, I wouldn't be surprised that Nicki Minaj's attorneys are on it. Guys, as always, I know you have opinions about these hot topics. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on this situation, or maybe you think like I do. We need to know the other side. We need to know more. We shall see what the judge decides, and of course, I will keep you updated. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you. Follow my lead.